this system allows you to build your own viral rebrand pages and systems for your entire team. To give you an example, I mean, you could be part of a company, a platform, a business opportunity, a network marketing company, and you want to create an entire ecosystem or a business or a marketing tool around that system. Some of these are just demo pages. If you're part of a company, like a team duplication, obviously a network marketing company, but you want to build something for your team and you want to make sure that they have access to the page. They don't need to sign up for the system itself. You do that, you build your pages, and then they use your rebrander tool to rebrand this page. Now, in my last update, I told you that you didn't have to necessarily just build it for one page. You could build multiple pages and link them together. And you can do other things like, for example, let me just show you an example. Add training videos and other videos that you can allow your team to get access to. But when they rebrand it, they get their link. For example, they put their ID in there, they get their link and they copy it to clipboard. And then when they share their link out there, all these links go to them. Now, I'm going to talk about some updates that are really powerful because actually I'm going to use a demo page that I'm not using. Let's say that, for example, this one. So we've got a simple page and you'll notice, for example, in this page, there's nothing at the bottom here. You can now switch things off if you want to. And so if you wanted to switch off the rebrander tool, what you're really creating here is you're creating your own pages. You don't necessarily have to create a team page, but you can, or you don't have to. So what's the advantage of doing it like that? If you want to create a team duplication page that your team can share out your links, your page, but with their links. So the call to action button would go to them. However, if you wanted to create a kind of a static page, then basically your options are then elevated in some ways because you can create additional external links and stuff like that. You can create extra video libraries and so on. Not that you couldn't do before, but the point is you can do it about multiple streams of income. It's your page. You don't necessarily have to create a team page. You can create your own page. We've got that extra little option there. For example, if I click edit, some of the extra features, some of you knew that we could link pages together. But what I've now improved is that you can either link to your internal pages. You can link internally, which I told you create the optional label and you link an internal page. You add that to the system. You're updating your links, and it's drag and drop, so you can drag and drop. Or you can create maybe an external link, and it can either be a rebrandable link with a tag, replacing your user ID within that URL if you're linking out to an external page, but you want to keep it rebrandable. For example, in a company like LiveGood, for example, you've got multiple pages, but with your referral link, you put the base link, and wherever you'd normally have the referral ID, you could put the tag. But you don't have to. You can put a hard-coded link. For example, if you wanted to put a Facebook group, because that was part of a kind of part of your team. For example, join group, and then you just add that. I don't know why I added Momentum Tech. Let's try another one. That was just an example. Let's do earn money while you. So you could call it what you like. You can just drag and drop things, and then when you go down, you can save it. And then when you go back and access that page and view it, now has those extra links. So you've got the LiveGood page. Actually, I didn't put the rebrander feature in there. Actually, this page doesn't have a rebrander. I'll talk about that. It doesn't have the rebrander feature on it. But it goes out to the Facebook page as well. You can do external links. Let me just edit it again. We've got add your own background graphics. I actually switched off the features, but you can add stuff in there if you want. And I've that your team who share it out, their leads don't go to you. You can switch that off. And here is where you can optionally hide or show the rebrander tool. It shows it, and then now I refresh the page and then have a look, and then there's the rebrander tool. I just do that. It's not actually a LiveGood page technically, but I just added the LiveGood link here. And then if I go to that page, it's an internal link to a page I already created, and it's got the ID at the end of the URL. Added links here. This is just an example, and you can go to product page. It's just the same page, but it gives you an example of what you can do. You can create all these individual pages. You can categorize them with different videos, maybe related to products or training or whatever like that. And then you can do external links or internal links or whatever. You could send them to a training page, a Facebook group, or whatever else. Or you can send them to different links, but with maintaining the user ID structure if you want to. Let me just make that clear because obviously when you put your external URL, for example, if I go to LiveGood or whatever company you're a part of, as you may know, that LiveGood have multiple pages, different pages, obviously down here we've got multiple pages, but you've got websites here with it's got your user ID there, different pages. But not only that, we've got pages on the way around the for example, the different individual products. If you go to the shop and if you've got a page, a product that you like and you want to promote it, or a group of products, it doesn't matter. You learn more. Then obviously what you do is you put your username at the end and it become your page, just to prove that I'm going to log out. It's got me at the top there. So if I copy that link and I put it into the Rebrander tool to create an external link, but then I replace where my user ID would be. Again, this works for any company. If you've got the same kind of setup in your company, some companies do, and then I just click save. I've got to find where that page was. Oh, there it is. Yeah, this is the page, and I've still rebranded it with my test ID. When I click that, it's not going to work because it doesn't exist. That person doesn't exist, probably. You can customize it the way you want, and it all gets rebranded. But this is just a test page. It doesn't have the proper videos and stuff. And remember, you can always add videos underneath. You've got extra videos. You could do a whole product page or a training page or a whatever, deep dive, whatever. If you don't need the features area, you just don't put anything in there. If you don't think you want any bullets, you just remove all the bullets and it just simply hides it. And it becomes a simple page. If you want to hide the Rebrander tool and make it a kind of a static page, then you can. If you want to show the Rebrand Express badge with that then has your URL, your user ID in there, then you can. You've got a lot of control. And as I say, you've got the linking. You can do internal links. You've got external link options. You can change your color scheme. You can use your own palettes, color scheme, or you can use the Inspire Me, which is connected to AI. You can get a nice looking palette, or you can customize it yourself. You can change your own backgrounds, put your own backgrounds in there. Anyway, come in and build your pages for your team, create your entire ecosystem if you want, or just a single page. And just one thing I just want to share with you, because just if you want to create your page lightning fast, you just describe what your company is about, the company name, your username, which becomes the default. It's like the fallback in case someone clicks a link without any user ID. It's not going to happen, but it just puts your user ID there. And then the base link, you can put just your regular link. For example, if I'm just going to put my link like this, if that's the referral link, which it isn't, I would just put that there, and then I would put my user ID there. And that's fine. And then you would put, for example, if you've got a video, don't have a video on this page, but if you've got, obviously you need to put a video. You just put the YouTube link. You can put Vimeo if you want. Put the company name, Live Good, for example, or whichever company you're a part of, and then describe the company, and then just hit AI generate page, and it'll just create the page for you within seconds. And your page is created, and then you just go back into the back office. It'll just navigate you here. You just click edit, and you can tweak further, and you can preview the page. You can even duplicate pages and then create an ecosystem. You can access the public library. What this means is, it basically means that other people have allowed you to use their page as a template. You don't need to make it public, but you can browse. People have added different companies. A lot of people, you can preview the page, and it's a template. And you can use their as your template. You add it in there. And the reason why it becomes available is because they set it as public. But my advice is, if you don't want your page to be available as a template, then just keep it private. Private just simply means it's still public to you and your team. It's still live. It's a live, regular page. If your team can use it, you can share it out, and it's all rebrandable and everything. Just keep it for your team, just for yourself. Public just simply means you just select this, and then it just simply means that it becomes available to other leaders or creators who want to create their team duplication system based on your template. Not everyone is going to want to do that. It's up to you. But we've got different companies. We've got, as you can see, people have created different platforms or whatever, and you can just browse next. Different companies have been added. You can preview them, preview what people have created, and if you like it, you can use them, because that's why they've made it public. It means it's available. Thanks for watching. Hope that was useful. Thanks, and see you in the next training. Bye for now.